You know, our inability to execute amidst pressure has cost us all three of the games that we've lost, honestly. It happened to us at South Carolina, it happened to us against San Francisco, and it happened to us again tonight. I think our decision-making wanes at times, but we keep a stat that we call clean looks on our bench, which means the right guy shooting the right shot for him based on circumstances, and we went 4 for 15 on those. So I'll have to go back and examine the quality of our look. But our inability to make the play, give West Virginia credit, man. We're up, you set it up 9 with about 8 to play, and I thought Taz was really tired, and all of a sudden we have empty trips, and Sean McNeil made a couple of really tough shots at the end of the clock. But we did a decent job of battling on the boards the fact that one true stat, if your opponent makes more free throws than you attempt, it's typically going to be a tough night to win. And again, most especially when you go 4 for 21 from 3. In our scouting, the way that they swarm to the ball, you've got to be able to step up and make some perimeter shots because they're going to have so many bodies at you off the bounce. And again, 4 for 21 kind of tells me all I need to know.
So Sherman, you guys did a great job doing it for the most part. McNeil, as you said, hit some shots late. Talk about how you approach making it tough on Sherman most of the game.
Well, we just kind of wanted to limit his touches. He ends up going 5 for 14. He hit that huge, shot at the end of the shot clock on an out-of-bounds play deep. Again, that's a quality shot, and I thought McNeil made a couple of those. He made one off the drive, the and one, and he hit a tough one in the short corner deep. So again, they score 5, and that was an and one. They scored 8 really difficult points, and we didn't. and a 6-point game. I mean, we've got a guy crashing to the rim, and we missed dunks, and. Again, we were scrappy, keeping balls alive, but it just was not. We weren't rewarded by making the basket at the end. And again, they stepped up and made huge plays. I thought our pressure was bothering Taz a little bit. He ends up with 7 turnovers on the night. We did turn him over 14 times, but we turned it over 15 times. Their pressure bothered us. I felt like Jelly got swallowed at times, and they overpowered him physically. I think that and the fact that we just couldn't get out of space. When they commit 2 guys to the ball, we did it to them sometimes. We double the ball screen. So you commit 2 to the ball, and if you let the ball come out cleanly, then you're at a disadvantage. They committed 2 to the ball, and we couldn't get the ball out cleanly. So therefore, it was forcing Jelly into traffic that we weren't getting it out cleanly, and then we weren't able to make plays. Yeah, and it was really problematic for him early. He was not performing to the level that we knew he was capable because he was constantly in foul trouble. It hurt us desperately in a couple of our losses. I thought he'd made the adjustment. He'd been staying out of foul trouble. He's a physical player, and he's an intense player, a guy that can make plays for us. He ends up playing 24 minutes. I'd certainly like to have had him in the game because, again, when Jelly's getting the pressure that he's getting, we can play through KJ because of his decision-making ability at that 4. Sometimes when, Taven Lovin, twisted his ankle, I think, early in the game, so we lose one of our veteran guys, a tough guy, and that's a tough loss against a team like West Virginia because he is physical enough to handle some of that. Quan certainly did not have his best night, and as a result, we have trouble when the ball got out of Jelly's hands of our decision-making. KJ could have certainly helped us with that, but, he competed. Ends up with 11 and 7. I would have loved to have had him in the game. I'll have to check how the fouls were once I see the tape.